Brodie. Hi, buddy. Well, it's day 65 in the garden. And I did film a garden update yesterday that I want to get out today. But I was thinking about all the things that I've learned in 65 days of having a garden. This is my first time having a garden, so I was not really sure what to expect. And to be honest, I just was really good at indoor plants and I enjoyed it so much, and I thought I want to try this. So my husband was so awesome and he built me these garden beds, and I was so grateful for that, and they've been such a blessing. But I'll tell you, I've learned so much in 64 days. It's not even funny. The first thing I think is I start back in the very, very beginning of like all the seedlings that I started. I started so many things indoors, like an insane amount of stuff indoors that was totally not necessary. In fact, I would say 95% of the stuff that I started indoors, I never even put in my garden. I just realized that it was better to start from seed. And I didn't even realize that until I was already well into it. And so I wouldn't have done that, and I won't do that next year. The only things I'll really start indoors are my tomatoes. And then even that, I don't know what I was thinking, but the tomatoes that I started indoors, I did them in like 4-inch pots, which was right. It was a good decision. I used the right kind of soil. Everything was fine. But I put like 2 or 3 seeds, sometimes 4 seeds in a pot, maybe even more. I don't know why I did that. That was stupid. Brodie, here's the people. So I don't know why I did that, and that was a big mistake, because I think that in turn my tomato plants were a lot smaller, and I think that I could have gotten bigger plants if I had just had one tomato plant in a pot. I don't know what I was thinking with that. So that was one thing I learned. We only harvested a couple of things so far from the garden. We harvested radishes, and then we also harvested some spinach. Spinach was fine. I think it just never got as big as I thought it was going to get. But I did harvest a whole big bowl of it, and it did end up getting a seed head on the top of it. I also decided I do not like the word bolt. I think it's a dumb word. Nobody understands what that word means, and so I am just gonna say it got like a seed head on it or a flower on it. That's what makes so much sense to me. That happened when we were on vacation, and I think it just was really warm, and they just started to get a seed head on them. So that we just harvested them, and I was going to just clip them out and see if I could get more. I think that's a waste of time. I think I'm just going to take out the spinach that's in the beds and put different plants in there. I'm not exactly sure what plants yet I would do, but I'll do something. I don't know yet. You can leave a comment below and tell me what I should put in there. I'm in Pacific Northwest Zone 8B, if that matters. I really want to plant cucumbers, in which the spinach is on the other side of the tomatoes, and I feel like if I plant cucumbers, they're gonna block. So I don't know. I'm just like overthinking it a little bit. I think I'm overthinking everything a lot. Also, my sugar snap daddy peas are doing so good, and my husband built me like this little thing just to like let them grow up it, and we just stuck it in because there is trellises there, but they're just too small. What I would have done, and what I will do next year, is I will do a trellis on this one here and just put sugar daddy snap peas on there and just like fill it up like crazy, because we love them. And then I would put anything shade that likes the shade, like spinach, underneath there, I think. Is that right? That's what I would think. And then I think I might even consider sacrificing tomatoes for cucumbers, because I have 6 tomatoes right now. That just seems like a lot, and I wish I would have done like 1 plant of each, 1 Roma, 1 beef, and then 1 cherry tomato, and like left plenty of room. for other stuff that we love to eat. Like we would eat cucumbers every day. And I wish I would have done more carrots. I only have like 10 carrots in there. I wish I would have done more. They're actually doing really well, I think. I did thin them out because I knew about that. The other thing is I would have started way sooner, but the reality of that is that we didn't have the garden beds ready. We were just kind of working things through, so we weren't ready to start. But now I know I can start a lot sooner and I can get a lot more rounds out of my garden. So I would have started more earlier. Yeah, so anyways, I hope you enjoy this garden tour from day, I guess, 64. Okay, garden update. I have no clue. It's been a while. First of all, my Sugar Daddy snap peas are going off. They are just looking so good, and I'm so grateful for that. We put a couple of stakes in here to help have them reach onto, and they are. It's like starting to work here. I wish I would have done, next year I will do a trellis from top until bottom in one bed, and underneath it I will put my greens that I want to have a little bit longer because it's getting a little bit too sunny and hot for my greens, and I do have a lot of like red leaf lettuce that I need to harvest. And like this right here, my basil is just looking a little bit like sad. I think he's getting too much sun. So, and then let's see, I don't know what these are. They came up and I'm just leaving them for now. I don't have any clue what they are. My bush lake beans are doing well. They're coming up. I have 2 tomatoes back in here. I really feel like these Sugar Daddy snap peas are gonna maybe make it hard for this tomato to get enough sun, but we'll see. And I really honestly would have sacrificed 2 tomatoes for for this Sugar Daddy snap peas. I love them and I would eat them on a daily. So I wish I would have just dedicated 1 single bed to that. Other than that, I've got my herbs in here doing well. I just harvested spinach and I'm just deciding whether I'm gonna rip them out, and I just feel like I probably will rip them out, and I don't know what I will replace them with. I just have no clue right now. So I need to dig into that, like what would be some options that would be doing relatively well out here. Garden bed 2. I got some parsley here actually cilantro here in the corner. I have this arugula that's doing okay. It's kind of small, but it's doing all right. This red leaf lettuce is doing so awesome, and I need to harvest this so I can keep getting more. And this romaine is doing really good too. Again, harvested the spinach, and I have a whole bowl full that I'm gonna go in and get ready to use on some eggs for my dinner. My tomatoes are in here and kind of small, so I'm hoping that they start to perk up and make some progress. And then again, down in here, my oregano is doing very good. The arugula looks great in here. Red leaf lettuce is doing awesome again. And then let's see, romaine is doing good. I got carrots in here, and I think that they are looking like they're doing good. I'm pretty excited about that. And to be honest, I probably would have done way more carrots because they store longer. And I'm just learning now, what would I have really wanted to have for a longer period of time, or what can I store versus like just throwing a bunch of stuff in here that I was excited to grow, which that's the point of this. I don't really know because I've never done an outdoor garden before. My tomatoes here in this garden bed actually look a lot better than the other 2 garden beds, and they've grown quite a bit since I even just put them in here. So I'm kind of excited about that, but they're looking great. So, and I did put some new bush lake beans in here because I think we will really like those. And I have 1 more, and he's right here, and he's just gonna starting to poke up, so he'll be up here soon. And then over here I have onions. I have Walla Walla onions, but they don't look like they're doing anything. Is this normal? It just doesn't seem like there's any top to them. I don't know about that. I am like contemplating just taking this spinach out because I don't think it's gonna do anything more. You can let me know what you think. Take it out. I did post a YouTube short and asked, and I got a lot of feedback of like, yeah, take it out or put something else in or try and take it to seed. And so there's a lot of options, and I just didn't really know what I wanted to do. Okay, I think that's it for these 3 garden beds. Let me show you my flower beds. Brodie, what you doing, buddy? Aw. My flower beds. So we were on vacation and my nasturtiums bloomed, which I was super excited about. I did not have any clue. Like, these were just like bonus flowers that I planted in my greenhouse, and I thought, why not? I had the seeds for them, so I did it. And they are really doing good. These are snapdragons. And I hear snapdragons take a long time. I have some cosmos and they're doing well. No, don't eat. And then I have more nasturtiums that are coming back up there. I have a butterfly mix back in here, but not a ton of it is coming up yet, so we'll see. I might have to put something in there, like fertilizer or something, to get it going. Okay, this bed was all zinnias, and it was all baby tiny plant seedlings when I left, but then through vacation they just did not make it, so I'm gonna try again. I have plenty of seeds. I'm gonna give it a go again. I have a lot of cleanup and work to do over in here in this area, and I think I just need to bite the bullet and get over here and get it done. But yeah, just really sad, but it's okay. It's just an opportunity to start over again, try it again, and see if it works. This bed, however, is doing pretty good. It's got zinnias in it, and then it's got, oh, hi buddy, hi. Oh yes. Okay, it's got zinnias in it, giant white and a little bit salmon, I think is the name of them, in this bed here. So I do have more of those, and I do plan on planting more of them, and I'm hoping that they'll grow. They're being very slow, so I'm kind of nervous about that, but I think that can be the case. My poppies are amazing. They just keep giving and giving and giving. I will never again not have a poppy. The flowers are just prolific. Every time I look, there's just more and more buds that are coming up, and they are just blooming like crazy. I am just so impressed, and they're just so easy to pop off and when they're done, and it just looks so clean and beautiful. Here is the porch herb garden, and everything in here is doing so good. I've already used some of the my little poppy plants going everywhere. I've already used some of the oregano and pulled off some of the basil, and I am getting some of the basil that's going to flower and stuff, so I keep pulling that off and pruning it in hopes that I'll get some more there. My green onion is doing good. I've cut some of that off in the past. It's still growing. I am getting some of this dreaded mint that's coming back up in here, and I don't know, I kind of might leave it because I do actually enjoy it, and I might just pick it for tea. In fact, I might just pick some for tonight because I have some right here, and it's just gonna keep growing. It's not gonna stop. So this basil looks better here than it does in the garden bed. I did try that, if you remember. I put some in the garden bed and I put some in here. This seems to be doing better. This oregano is old. It was in here from a long time ago, and this is all it's ever really had on it. So I'm not sure if I should just take it out and let it go, but it's just been here, so I keep using it and I keep clipping off of it. And this parsley is doing so good. Look at how bushy and cute she is. Okay, that's the porch herb garden. It smells so good right here. Super embarrassed to show my potatoes because they are just so out of control right now. I don't even know if this is normal. I need to water them really well right now. They have already started to flower a little bit, and but man, they are huge. And this area is just like overgrown grass. We wanted to rock it, but we just haven't got a chance because we had to go on we had a vacation planned. And this is the Silverton russet, and they just did not do as well as the Kennebec. The Kennebecks are crazy. They're just so big and overgrown and crazy right now. I don't even know what to think about them. And I haven't shown in a while. This is in this back corner of my yard, and I don't sit out here very often, but I kind of think it's a cute little spot. It's got a little table and it's underneath a tree and all of that. It's got a little spider. Do you see him right there? He's hanging out. This is that black-eyed Susan. So it's actually doing really well despite being out here in the corner and kind of getting neglected a little bit. Also, a plant not doing well is this rhododendron that we transplanted. I do not think it is going to make it. We've tried very hard, and you can see it's literally dying despite how hard we've tried. And that's okay. If it doesn't make it, we'll put something else here, and that's fine. But I mean, in some ways it's got new growth right here. You see that? And it's got a lot of new growth on it. But in other ways, it's just like you're seeing the brown on the leaves that are dying. So I don't feel good about this. And I don't know if she'll make it. But we'll keep trying and see how it goes. Can't really leave you on a bad note because those rhododendrons look so terrible back there. I want to show you these rhododendrons that are in the front of my house, and oh my goodness, they're huge. They're beautiful. I just took probably about 18 inches off them and cut them back as far as I possibly could because they were just growing so prolifically. These are vanilla plants up in here, and they smell just like vanilla, which is so fun. I think that's what they're called. I wonder if I have a paper in here. I don't see one. They're on like a drip system that automatically drips in. But look at how adorable that little plant is. She's just so cute. And it'll fill that basket out. I'm excited for that to happen. We haven't had it very long. Okay, this is the name of that plant. We call it a vanilla plant because it smells like vanilla. But this is the name of the plant, and it gets these like tiny white flowers on it, and they all smell like vanilla as you walk by them. They're so perfect for a front door porch, and they are evergreen, so they'll stay green all year long. That's what we really like about them. I got this adorable planter at Costco. And doesn't it look like fireworks? I just think it is so adorable. It's got like the little bow on the front, and it's got some cute little flowers in it, and red, white, and blue. My white is kind of tucked back here. So sweet.